giving their money.
Jesse, they're watching her at rallies.
She doesn't even believe that.
Jesse?
The Kamala whole,
I do.
It's fading. She's fading. Her numbers are fading. She peaked in August. Everybody knows it. Nate Silver now gives Donald Trump a 62% chance of winning the Electoral College. I don't care how much money she raises.
Silver's mad about his convention.
I don't care how much money she raises. Hillary raised twice as much as Trump, and he smoked her. She's reading these briefing books about policy because she doesn't know what her policies are. That's why she's cramming, because she has no idea what happened the last 4 years, and she has no idea what she's supposed to say because she doesn't know, because she doesn't have an opinion. She's an opportunist who just rode the machine to the top and got lucky because Joe crapped out. If the media is saying, Jessica, that she's dodging scrutiny, they're the ones who were supposed to scrutinize her.
Well, they are.
What are they? No, how?
They're writing these junk pieces.
They're not writing junk pieces. They're writing about how she's a great cook and how she's filled with joy.
Joy. And she throws the collard greens in the bathtub, the black eyed peas, the yams. I think, did she throw the mashed potatoes in there too? And she threw a little bit of black pepper in there, black pepper, because she's black. Identity politics. We got to make sure we throw the black pepper in there. It's black pepper. That's what we add to the seasoning. And we throw a little bit of bacon in there too. And you know what? At the end, we throw a little bit of hot sauce on there like Hillary did. Because, hey, I'm black. Whoa. Yeah. Well, I'm not Indian. I'm black. Come November, I am black. I'm a black woman. You know, who cares about my policies or me hiding or anything, or, you know, flip-flopping? You know, who cares? Fracking, oh, come on now. I threw black pepper in there. Woo! You just can't make this up, man. Let's go and jump in, y'all. My values have not changed. 2 coconuts fell out the coconut tree. Wait, I think I seen 3. Yeah, I think I seen 3. We throw the collard greens, the macaroni and cheese, the black eyed peas, the cabbage, even the yams in the bathtub. In the bathtub. Because if it's not burdened, then it won't be unburdened. Because putting it in the bathtub makes it burdened. You know. The flip-flopper. My values have not changed. Boy. Not one single vote. Worst approval rating, most unpopular. You look at the record. Man, this should be an easy cakewalk for Trump, man. I tell you. I don't see how she makes it past 200 in the Electoral College, man. I'm so serious. I just don't see it, man. I don't believe. I'm done looking at those polls or this and that. People saying tight race. Crap. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. You know, they could have did better than this, man. But hey, it's kind of what you expect, you know. Biden was as sharp as a tack. It was a cheap fake, a deep fake. That fella has took more vacations. The Bidenomics, everything's working. They did such an amazing job. He is sharp as a tack. Lied to the American people. We the people. Lied to, man. Failures. And people are still clapping this ticket on. I don't see it. And there's something we don't know about that Tim. We know the stolen valor, the tampon Timmy, throw the tampons out in the middle of the street. We know all that, but there's something else, man. His whole family, mother, everybody, is voting for Trump. Boy, there is something we don't know, y'all. And I tell you, we the people deserve to know. We the people deserve to know, man. But it's a disgrace what they've allowed to happen, man. Not one single vote, and can't give we the people 3 debates, ducking and dodging and hiding. You know, wait 40 days for a real for an interview, and then it was 18 minutes pre-recorded, pre-taped. I really, man, Trump I hope he exposes everything coming this debate, man. And then she's gonna have the questions in advance. We already know that. But let's check this out, man. They're talking about her flip-flopping, and we got Jessica Tarlov on the show. Oh, boy. And you can already see in the comments, everybody saying, Jessica fired. Please get rid of Jessica. Jessica, get rid of her. Get rid of her. I'm telling you, that conflict of interest. Everybody, whether you love it or hate it, man, Fox News, they know what they be doing, man. You know, that conflict of interest. It's like everything operates for the show when Jessica's there. You know, they call it high class entertainment. Is that what they call it, y'all? Hell, I don't know. I don't know what they call it, but you get what I'm saying, though. That conflict of interest, man. So when she starts speaking, everybody's like, "Oh boy, fact."
Speaking to the Fraternal Order of Police in North Carolina. Hello, everyone. I'm Judge Janine Pirro, along with Jessica Tarlov, Jesse Waters, Katie Pavlich, and Greg Gutfeld. It's 5 o'clock in New York City, and this is The Five. Former President Trump reacting to a massive victory against the Democrats' lawfare scheme to sink his re-election bid. The judge in his hush money trial postponing sentencing until after the presidential election. Listen to this.
I was not a defunder like Kamala. She was a defunder. She was a 10-year defunder. When you want to defund for 10 years, that's the end of that one. The Manhattan DA witch hunt against me has been postponed because everyone realizes that there was no case.
A sham.
Because I did nothing wrong. It's a witch hunt.
It's a sham. It's a sham, man. A disgrace to what they've done, man. Just imagine where we would be right now if they treated Trump fairly. How much time and energy that we would have saved. Taxpaying dollars through the roof. You know? It is a disgrace what we've seen and had to cover this year, y'all. I tell you, we're living in the biggest history yet, man. And they've tried everything.
Say an attack by my political opponents in Washington, D.C.
It's a blow to the Democrats who are hoping to lock up their opponent before November as the Kamala sugar high wears off. Axios just dropped a scathing piece on how Harris dodges scrutiny by copying Joe's self-protection media strategy, skipping tough interviews and avoiding any off-the-cuff chats. The hiding Harris strategy protects the VP from her epic list of flip-flops, the latest being this 180 on banning plastic straws. Check this out.
Do you ban plastic straws?
I think we should. Yes. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. It's really difficult to drink out of a paper straw when if you don't gulp it down immediately, it starts to bend.
Yes.
And then, the little thing catches it. And then, so we got to kind of perfect that one a little bit more.
A campaign official now telling Axios she doesn't support banning plastic straws. Okay, I'm going to start with you, Katie. If you're trying to differentiate yourself from Joe Biden, isn't it a bad idea to copy his basement strategy?
Well, first, I think if you don't take positions on stupid things like plastic straws, you don't have to walk them back. Like all these Democrats took these positions to ban plastic straws, and then we learned that the paper straws they were forcing all to use actually have more chemicals and cancer-causing things in them than the plastic straws, and you can't recycle them. So, again, that's a problem. But in terms of the...
Man, those straws be wet and me be sick. I'm telling you, who tried that? There was a couple places that tried that out. Starbucks, all of them. You know, you get to sipping and they get all wet and straw get all, you know, oh. Man, I'm finna get mad. Shit.
Strategy. I mean, Joe Biden was able to win in 2020 based on the basement strategy. Now, it was a different time. We were in a pandemic. But it's clear that the strategy is she's more of a liability on the campaign trail in a press conference, for example, than she would be just hiding behind the scenes and not taking questions. And the bottom line is that her flip-flops and her record during the 2019-2020 presidential race can't stand up to scrutiny, which is why they are not allowing anybody to really ask her about all the things that her campaign, not her directly still, claims she's changed her mind on, because voters in the Democratic Party rejected that. And she's trying to present herself now as a moderate on the campaign trail without questions from people asking why she has changed her positions from far left to what she's saying is not just Trump's positions, but also many of Joe Biden's positions as well.
You know, Jessica, this flip-flop with the straws is, again, one of the many 9 from, you know, she's not in favor of banning fracking anymore, to all of the other things from, you know, mandatory gun buybacks and decriminalizing border crossings. But wouldn't it be nice if we heard from her instead of a spokesperson, at least on the plastic straw thing?
She did an interview last week. She sat down with Dana. Listen.
Oh my God, you just can't make that up. No, she's not talking about that train wreck interview. Even tons of her people that were Kamala Harris voters were pissed about that interview. Pre-taped recorded. They said it was gonna be 43 minutes, 40, 50 minutes. All we got is 18 minutes. My values have not changed. You hear everybody go, oh man. Did y'all hear everybody in the back go, oh man. People in the back, I'm telling you. The producers in the back in the studio, they're like, oh boy. But they know this is what keeps the ratings up, having Jessica on the show. You know? They're just waiting. They know she's going to set it off at the table. And she's going to raise everybody's blood pressure. You know, you can't make this up, man. People are sick and tired, man. Like, we know what's going on, man. And it's a disgrace. It is an absolute disgrace what they've allowed to happen and take place. What we're witnessing, man. What we're living through. She should be nowhere near a White House. DEI didn't earn it. Not qualified. Worst approval rating. Most unpopular. Not one single vote. I wonder why. How Trump do it? I wonder why.
She did an interview last week. She sat down with Dana. Listen, the goalposts could not be moved any further. I understand this is something that aggravates the media, because all we want to do is to have people accessible to us so we can constantly talk about them and scrutinize every single thing that they said. But this would carry a lot more weight if she hadn't just sat down with Dana Bash. She is doing debate prep. If you want to mock her for trying to be prepared for what could be the biggest night of her life, that's going to fall on, it's in bad taste, false ears. I don't know what the right saying is for it. Kamala Harris is running a campaign that is resonating with the American public. That's just a fact about it. She has moved so far ahead of where Joe Biden was, up 7-8 points in some of these states. She just pulled in 300.
Look at Jesse's face. He's like, Judge, are you hearing this? Judge, are you hearing this? What is in Jessica's cup? I gotta pull it out. Ma'am, breathe in this walkie-talkie. Hands behind your back. You're coming with us. Your hands behind your back, ma'am. It looks like you've been drinking a lot tonight. What is in that cup at the table, man? I loved Jesse's face expressions towards how he looks at Judge Jeanine. Like, what is she talking about?
Some of these states, she just pulled in $361 million in fundraising in August. That's triple what Trump brought in. And the most exciting part of that is that 1.3 million of those donors are new donors, people who haven't given in this cycle at all. And the stories that people are trying to pin on her, like the Washington Post did this deep dive into the turnover within her office, also citing the fact, by the way, that Mike Pence had 83% turnover in his office if you're using the same standards. But these quotes are ludicrous. Like someone who worked for her said, it's stressful to brief her because she read all the materials and annotated it and prepared to talk through it. God forbid the woman actually read the briefing book. And this all flies in the face of what people had said about her, that she was unprepared, that she was pissed at people for not prepping her. It was all about how she took this so seriously that she took it like a prosecutor would and was like, I'm not just going to do this because you told me to. I'm going to ask you why. And I have not met yet a real live Democrat who says, you know what I'm really mad about? That I don't see Kamala Harris all the time in big interviews. They're watching her at rallies. They're listening to what she had to say. They're high off the DNC 100%, and they're giving their money.
Jesse,
I
they're
don't even think
watching
she
her at
believes
rallies.
that. She doesn't even believe that.
Jesse?
The Kamala whole,
I do.
it's fading. She's fading. Her numbers are fading. She peaked in August. Everybody knows it. Nate Silver now gives Donald Trump a 62% chance of winning the Electoral College. I don't care how much money she
Nate
raises.
Silver's mad about his convention.
I don't care how much money she raises. Hillary raised twice as much as Trump, and he smoked her. She's reading these briefing books about policy because she...
Yeah, Jesse, set it off. Set it off in there. Set it off in there. Yeah. Yeah. Set it off. Hillary weighs twice as more as Trump, and he smoked her. Yeah, Jesse put his foot down. I like that other take they had when he went off on her and he pulled out the paperwork on Jessica.
Money she raises, Hillary raised twice as much as Trump, and he smoked her. She's reading these briefing books about policy because she doesn't know what her policies are. That's why she's cramming, because she has no idea what happened the last 4 years, and she has no idea what she's supposed to say because she doesn't know, because she doesn't have an opinion. She's an opportunist who just rode the machine to the top and got lucky because Joe crapped out. If the media is saying, Jessica, that she's dodging scrutiny, they're the ones who were supposed to scrutinize her.
Well, they are.
What are they? No, how?
They're writing these junk pieces.
They're not writing junk pieces. They're writing about how she's a great cook and how she's filled with joy. If you had a
Throw the greens in the bathtub. Throw the cabbage in there too. Throw the black eyed peas in there, and then we threw a little bit of black seasoning pepper. Cause hey, we're black. Yeah. We threw it in and then we threw a little bit of bacon in there. We threw a little bit of that pork in there. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're not Indian. We're black.
Oh boy, it is crap, man. And I'm glad they're on here setting the truth. And again, you know how they freak out. People don't want to hear the truth, man. And that's the times that we're living in now. People are more sensitive. They don't want to hear the truth. Most people don't know what is going on. They don't know what's going on. Can't think for themselves. Brainwashed by the fake news, mainstream media. They go with the first thing that they see or what somebody else has told them. They can't go out and do their own research and think for themselves. And I tell you, if you can't think for yourself, you're going to live a miserable life. I'm telling you. Please think for yourself. Understand that it's all corrupt. And that they are against a corrupt system. It's sad that I got to, we got to come on here and watch our words and so much for freedom, for free speech. And that's why we salute Elon Musk. We salute RFK Jr., man. The Democrat Party is unrecognizable, man. But again, they say Trump's going to take your freedoms. He's going to do this. He's going to be that. He's going to be a dictator on day one. It's crap, man. Project 2025. It's crap.
fair media, they'd be writing stuff about like, oh, only committing to one debate? Well, where are you? You're a flip-flopper. You don't know what you believe. That's how it would be in real life. This is like a cook complaining about the food. You cooked it. It's their job to interview these people. You don't even hear them yelling anything interesting when she's going up the steps. She wants the job, but she doesn't want to do the job. She wants to be able to coast through November on these vague platitudes about vibes and values without ever having to explain what she believes because she's told what she believes. She doesn't have any core beliefs. She's basically a California socialist that failed up, and here we are. Donald Trump has to do this at the debate. He has to define who she is. Right now, he's been able to do that, but he has to repeat it. If he just gets into this repetitive thing, this is who she is, this is what she believes, this is why she's hiding, this is why she's scared, that will sink in. If he's not able to do that, then she does have a shot.
It's big of you to admit that.
All right, Greg.
Amazing take by amazing take. I can't wait to hear what Greg has to say, but amazing. Jesse just set it off. Yeah, Jesse just set it off.
The rise of Kamala isn't surprising at all. It should happen she really moved ahead of Joe Biden. That's because a corpse doesn't move. That's how she's showing how different she is from Joe. She actually has a pulse, and meanwhile, they're putting him behind a tiny desk as a form of humiliation to create even more distance. And the media got right behind her. So she should be going up. But I agree with Jesse. It seems to be leveling up. But I want to go back to the flip-flopping. It's great to change your mind, but you got to show your work. I've hated the Red Hot Chili Peppers for 20 years now. Everybody knows that. I ran on it in 2016. But if today I come out and I say, you know what, Californication is a classic album, everybody would be justifiably suspicious. You need to know what happened. I need to show my work. Did this come from months of pondering? What Kamala is doing is not an internal decision. It's not born from contemplation. It's external. It comes because an election is coming and she has to change her mind, which leads to the bigger question. If you're changing your mind because a majority of voters who reside in the sensible middle prefer those positions, why don't you take those positions in times when there aren't elections? What does it say about your positions that you adopt them now and not when people aren't paying attention? Shouldn't that tell you something that maybe you're secretly, not so secretly ashamed that, when voters are paying attention, you drop your actual beliefs? I don't know. That's like me suddenly liking the Red Hot Chili Peppers because some girl I'm dating says it's her favorite band. None of my friends would buy it. They would go, that's ridiculous, Greg. You've hated him forever. Why are you wearing a Red Hot Chili Peppers t-shirt? And I'm going, I think Anthony Kiedis is a talented singer. They go, no, it's not. It's because of her.
I'm going to get angry mail from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
There aren't any fans anymore.
Click here to subscribe to the...
Oh, man, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. The Red Hot Chili Peppers, man. Shout out to I like that take right there, man. But, flip-flopper. My values have not changed. But delusional Jessica, man, Trump deranged Jessica, just as we expected, that take just as expected, man. But let me know what y'all think of that. Comment down below. Love seeing Jesse and Greg and them just set it off, man. Just completely set it off, And those liberals, man, and y'all should see what they be posting on X, Twitter, and Facebook. Do y'all see how they be doing Jessica? Do y'all see how they be doing Jessica? Oh, what they be doing to Jessica? They just can't accept the truth. But it's crap, man. It's an absolute disgrace, man, what they've allowed to take place, man. We are living in the biggest history yet, man, and it's going to get even more spicy, especially in the next 3 days, man. We got the debate coming up. I hope y'all are ready for it. We're going to be covering it. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn your post notifications on that you don't miss a video, baby. Shout out to them beautiful, hard-working patriots. We want our tax dollars back. Every last dime. I ain't lying to you. I love y'all, man. Bless you all and your families. Just know that man, OkayRickk from Houston, Texas, loves you, man. I love every last one of y'all. Don't give up about your age, your skin color. We don't one race, the human race. One love, baby. I love y'all. And I will catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace and love, family.